what is suiting his idea and the finances. Book all the possible domains.
So the existence of the company doesn't matter, the existence of trade name or domain matters.
Legal is something you should know before you build.
There should be an in-house lawyer.
Only 3 forms are suggested and recognized.
So what is the one thing which influencers need to care about? Do you feel Indian legal system is startup friendly?
For the purposes of law, husband and wife are treated as one person.
First thing the person should protect. Most underrated startup advice.
But we are a product of teamwork. 2 बंदों की टीमवर्क से हम आए थे, 4 की टीमवर्क से हम वापस जाएंगे.
If I want to create a private limited company, how can I make it and how much time will it take?
सेनापति सेना के बिना अकेला पति है.
Nice to have you here. So my first question to you is, if a person comes to you with an idea and he wants to make a business, तो उसको सबसे पहली चीज़ क्या करनी चाहिए?
See, the first thing if the person is coming with the idea is idea validation. सबसे पहले हम आइडिया को वैलिडेट करेंगे कि वो वाकई में एक चलने वाला आइडिया है या नहीं है, राइट. देन वी मूव टू द लीगल पार्ट. तो लीगल पार्ट में हम जब मूव करेंगे, वी हैव टू क्रिएट द एंटिटी. लीगल एंटिटी, उसका फॉर्म देख के, उसके पास कितने पैसे हैं ये देख के, एंड डेफिनेटली ये देख के कि व्हाट एक्चुअली ही वांट्स टू अचीव, हाउ मच टीम ही हैज़. सो प्रोप्राइटरशिप, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप जिसको हम बोलते हैं, या पार्टनरशिप और LLP और प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. व्हाट इज सूटिंग हिज आइडिया एंड द फिनांसेस, दैट विल बी मेड. इन दैट मेजर पोर्शन इज ऑफ द नेम. द नेम search has to be done.
Trademark and domain name.
Yes, the website domains. And the catch here is, if a person is just taking the .com name, we need to take all the others also. That is .co.in, .in or anything else. So that next time when his business is growing up, nobody can, make a clone out of it.
So nobody can just replace the name or just can
Yes.
you even use the same name just with
name.
different domain kind.
True. Like I tell you a classic example. So Naukri.com you might have heard of.
Yes.
So there was a person who created PunjabiNaukri.com.
Yes.
And he was running that business in Punjab freely.
But उसमें कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है because he has.
It was. And ultimately what was done is the Punjabi Naukri was forced to shut down. And it no more exists.
But they've added another word. So doesn't it makes the complete trade name different?
See, that is what I am saying. When you select a business name, book all the possible domains.
And also check that there is no one available before.
Yes.
And आजकल लोग ये भी तो करते हैं, whenever a business they see growing, they just book their own domain names. Like I see an opportunity कि YouTube पे किसी का business grow कर रहा है, तो मैं उसके domain names मैं book कर लूँगा और बाद में I'll say him, fine, you give me your domain names in a lakh or something. So is there any remedy to it?
So the remedy itself, what I was speaking earlier, that we have to first do the name search, that it is unique, nobody has it already. You book that domain only and buy all the 2-3 .coms, .ins and all, so that next time there is no surprise that somebody blackmails me with the same domain name.
So the situation is कि एक founder ने domain name नहीं book किया, trademark नहीं book किया, now he is running a business and जब उसको ज़रूरत है then he finds out कि किसी ने already कर लिया है, seeing him grow.
So this is what, when you build.
So can he, is there any remedy, legal remedy जिससे कि उसको फिर से book कर सके?
नहीं, देखो मैं आपको बताता हूँ. When you are already late, you have not taken law seriously, so you are late. उसके बाद तो रेमेडी जो चीज़ आप बना रहे हो बल्कि आप कॉपी हो, बिकॉज आप बाद में आए हो. दैट पर्सन विल बी ट्रीटेड एज द ओरिजिनल पर्सन.
So the existence of the company doesn't matter, the existence of trade name or domain matters.
Yes, IP, your intellectual property matters a lot.
आजकल बहुत सारे startups होते हैं without signing the founders contract, founders agreement, and even if they are starting in partnership, they do not have a contract of division of assets and liabilities. So do you think it should be a norm nowadays that they should get themselves enrolled?
Definitely. See, whenever we are doing a business, so there should not be emotions. हम अपने दोस्तों के साथ business ना करें, क्लासमेट्स के साथ ना करें, हम बिज़नेस उनके साथ करें जो हमसे थोड़ा सा एज में छोटे हों. इफ़ वी आर टेकिंग अ को फाउंडर, नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पार्टनरशिप. सो इफ़ आई वॉन्ट टू फाइंड अ पार्टनर, certainly below my age, first thing. Second thing, your founder's agreement, your partnership deed should be black and white in place. Then you start the business. Do not get overridden by the idea or by the market or by seeing the profits कि यार ये बाद में हो जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं, अपन पहले शुरू करें. No. Legal is something you should know before you build. Then only you are safe, because here you are dealing with the money.
सो व्हाट आर द थिंग्स जो एक बंदे को टेक केयर करनी चाहिए बिफोर स्टार्टिंग अ स्टार्टअप व्हेन इट कम्स टू लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ अ बिजनेस?
So I'll share a small story also here. So एक बंदे ने एक डेंटल क्लिनिक खोला, उसका नाम रखा 32 स्टार्स डेंटल क्लिनिक. खोल दिया, शुरू कर दिया. आफ्टर 4 years of running that beautifully, there was a notice from Bhopal stating that this is our name and we are using it from last 10 years. Please change the name or we will file the case against you. This person, because did not do the name research, did not do a legal entity proper registration, nothing. Name change यानी goodwill खत्म. नेम चेंज हुआ, क्लिनिक का नेम कुछ और हुआ, 32 स्टार्स की जगह 32 टीथ किया उसने, या जो भी किया. फिनिश, ऑल गुडविल वेंट, आधे पेशेंट्स ख़त्म. सो जो मैं यहाँ पे कहना चाहता हूँ, दैट इज़ नो द लीगैलिटीज़ बिफोर यू बिल्ड. सबसे पहले नेम सर्च, डोमेन बुक, आईपी आपके पास आपका हो, लीगल एंटिटी नेम सर्च करने के बाद बनानी है. योर पैन कार्ड, योर उद्यम, एवरीथिंग नीड्स टू बी इन प्लेस. देन यू स्टार्ट डूइंग योर बिजनेस जिसमें कि मनी आनी है, सो दैट देर इज़ नो सरप्राइज आफ्टरवर्ड्स. सरप्राइज 4 साल, 5 साल, 10 साल, 20 साल आप बिल्ड कर चुके हो, आपको एकदम मिल गया, एंड योर बिजनेस इज शटिंग डाउन फॉर दैट रीज़न. वेरी बैड सिचुएशन. सो नो बिफोर यू बिल्ड. दैट लॉ इज़ द किंग.
डू यू थिंक प्रोप्राइटरशिप, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप या फिर ओपीसी, वन पर्सन कंपनी आजकल चलती हैं, इज़ दैट रियली बेनिफिशियल?
See, I'll talk about my knowledge and what we have seen in last 18 years. OPC, you will never get funding. Nobody will invest in OPC. Proprietorship, your assets and liabilities, solely you are liable for all the personal assets as well. नहीं करना चाहिए. तीसरा is partnership, which is unregistered and registered as well. So in our Startup India, Stand Up India schemes, or for the registration purpose, only 3 forms are suggested and recognized. First is partnership registered, second is LLP, third is private limited company. These are all safe and good to go. बाकी किसी फॉर्म में आप बिजनेस ना शुरू करो.
आजकल बहुत सारे फाउंडर्स बिना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किए पार्टनरशिप में एंटर कर जाते हैं, एंड देन दे हैव अ डिस्प्यूट दैट दे हैड अ वर्बल एग्रीमेंट. सो डू यू थिंक दे नीड टू गेट इट ऑन पेपर?
Yes. So this is a very good question, I must say. So whenever, like, the earlier question was, we are starting a business. Don't get overridden by your emotions. कि यार चलो शुरू करते हैं. No. Please make it black and white on a paper that whatever we are going to do, what is the ratio, हम कैसे divide करेंगे. If you are directors, then also your shareholdings. If you are partners, then also your ratio of profits, liabilities, everything. Your signatory, who is going to be the signatory, who is going to be the MD if it is a private limited company, who all will sign the checks, everything should be black and white. अब जब किसी ने कुछ भी साइन नहीं किया, सोचा चलो शुरू कर देते हैं, शुरू किया, डिस्प्यूट आ गया. Now solely everything relies on what all papers were created after that. उनके बेसिस पे आपके सारे डिसीजन होंगे.
So basically you can change all these bylaws of the company in the due course as well.
So we can definitely amend them, but business शुरू करने से पहले इनको ज़रूर बनाया जाए.
We should take care of it before, but
Everything.
अगर फिर बाद में फंस गए तो you can amend the bylaws.
See, once you are tension free that everything is in place, फिर आपको सिर्फ business करना है. But if you are already taking the tension of legalities, the compliances, you are already stuck. 50% of your brain is stuck in legal compliances.
Do you think there should be an in-house lawyer?
So a lawyer has to be onboarded always, not in-house, because professional people have their license from the bar. That will be cancelled if they come as a salaried person. But you onboard them on your panel
As a legal advisor.
as a legal advisor on a retainer basis, so that even at some stage wherein you are stuck, you can just pick up your phone and say, यार मैं इसमें फंस गया हूँ, इसमें क्या करना है. So one legal retainer advocate should be there on your panel in the company from the starting itself.
Sure. इंडिया में लीगल फर्म्स किस टाइप की कंपनीज होती हैं?
So जो हमारे इंडिया में मैक्सिमम चल रहा है, that is LLP. So law firms majorly operate by making LLPs. Why so? That is a limited liability partnership.
So basically that is not a company, that is just a partnership.
That's a partnership, but the liability is limited
Great.
up till the capital of that infused LLP. So what I mean by that? So there were two partners A and B. दोनों ने 50,000 रुपीज़ डाले और एक LLP बनाई. उनकी लाइबिलिटी सिर्फ 1 लाख रुपए की है, क्योंकि उनकी कैपिटल 1 लाख डली हुई है. So that is the best part of a LLP.
And then उनके पास होते हैं associates and partners.
They can keep anybody.
No, like the legal firms in India operate this way,
Yes.
that they have a set of associates who are salaried,
Yes.
and they have a set of partners who take shares from
Who take share.
the LLP. So can a person be employed as associate in a law firm?
Yes, if the person wants to, but then on his own name he cannot do a case because he is a salaried professional.
India में this is very common, that the board of directors will get aligned themselves and then they'll fire the founder or the chairman.
So इसमें भी दो चीज़ें हैं. There are two things in it. One, it is a public limited company जिसमें major board of directors ही decisions लेंगे सारे. One is a private limited जिसमें directors ने लेना है. Board of directors can be separate, can include them also. Right? So private limited में the chances of such situations are very less. Public limited में it is definitely, the board of directors who are the kings.
So private limited में can't a person make it assured कि कभी भी no one can remove him or his lineage, his family?
So when there is a company, you are talking about public limited.
Private limited.
Private limited. So उसमें one of the person who is the director having some shareholding, if he takes care of his shareholding and it is intact with that person, he is the king.
So shares are equal to voting rights. Like,
See.
is there any difference, or does voting carry some weightage?
No. For private limited companies in India, no.
तो अगर किसी के पास 98% shares हैं और एक के पास 2 है, both will have same voting power.
So they have directors. They are directors of the private limited, both. Right? Whether the shareholding is 98 or 2, it doesn't matter. Financially, it will matter.
In 2% private limited, the founder can never be changed. Like the chairman can never be removed क्योंकि दो ही तो लोग हैं.
So, but
to make
with
decisions.
their mutual consent, they can, definitely have a replaced director.
No,
कि
even
यार
if
एक जा रहा है,
they are
दूसरा
not
आ रहा
in
है.
mutual consent, दो लोग हैं.
Company will die. If they are not in mutual consent, definitely company will die.
Yes.
They have to wind up.
But the another person can't do anything. For example, I am the MD and the chairman of the company, and there is another person, and I have let us say 2% share and he has 98, but the voting rights are same.
Right.
और वोट हम दोनों नहीं करना है.
You're right.
तो मैं कभी अपने खिलाफ वोट करूँगा ही नहीं ना. And that makes me retain because the votes is always 50-50 and I'll be retaining.
But see, since you are not in sync with the other person, you will not file it because you are getting some benefits. He will file it.
The case?
He will file कि यार मुझे तो इस कंपनी को वाइंड अप करना है.
Is it in India, is it legally possible to wind up a business?
Yes.
So if you have 1,000 salaried employees,
Yes.
any day you can come and say that we want to dissolve this company.
No. First you have to pay off your debts, all the debts.
Great.
आपको retrenchments करनी पड़ेंगी, उनकी compensations देनी पड़ेंगी, lay off करने पड़ेंगे. You need permissions. Then when all your debt is clear, you are debt free, then you can do a closure. That also with the permissions.
If a person comes to you with 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 or even a lakh rupee in hand,
Right.
what will you suggest him? to start the business first, or to make it a company, register it as a company?
So, see, if a person is coming to me with 1 lakh rupees, definitely spending 25,000 and making a legal entity is the first brainer to do, and booking the domains. Then do your business. But doing business first and then getting all the challenges of a legal system, that's a really bad thing to do.
In India, आजकल बहुत सारे teenagers are doing social media marketing, digital marketing. जो teenage में है, they are not even adults, and they are basically doing social media. They are becoming entrepreneurs. So is it legally valid for a teenager to start a business?
See, in India now, the advent, I will say, not in India itself, world over, because of social media, like Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, or such things, people are able to earn, right? No matter what the age is. Otherwise, if I talk about India and the business, 18 is the age. A person of 18 years with sound mind will be considered as a legally valid person to do business.
When it comes to digital marketing, social media, और जितने भी आजकल influencers हैं, every deal is made either on the DM of Instagram or WhatsApp. Someone hardly uses mail nowadays when it comes to influencers. So do you think they are legally valid and complying?
This is a contract. So now we have to apply section 10 on it. Is consideration involved? Monetary consideration? Then if consideration is yes, are they both sound mind? Are they both legally valid in age to do the contract?
But ये पता कैसे चलेगा? Because someone is sitting at his home. He is in influence of alcohol. पता कैसे चलेगा that they are not?
So whenever somebody is giving you a contract, money is involved. हम पता करके ही चलते हैं. हम उसकी रील्स देख के उसके पास आए होंगे. हम ऐसे नहीं आए होंगे कि हमें रील्स भी नहीं देखी, हमने सीधा एक मैसेज मार दिया, यार मेरा काम कर दे, ये ले पैसे. कभी नहीं होगा. Everybody who's spending even a single penny is a wise person.
But is that chat box admissible?
Yes. In evidence, there is a certificate of 65B, Indian Evidence Act. 65B का आपको सर्टिफिकेट साथ में देना पड़ेगा फॉर एनी चैट, एनी कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग, एनी ईमेल, कोई भी डिजिटल चीज़ है आपका, उसमें 65B का एविडेंस के लिए सर्टिफिकेट लगेगा एंड दैट बिकम्स एडमिसिबल.
So what is the one thing which influencers need to care about? Like whenever they are signing a deal or a contract, one thing they need to take care about.
So see, never overcommit. That is what, the major cases are coming to me when I talk about influencers or digital media people or even the lead generating people who say we are, generating digital leads for you. So they overcommit the things. ये भी कर दूंगा, सर ये भी हो जाएगा, वो भी हो जाएगा. And then the delivery is not done within the time and the other person gets agitated. And then it becomes a legal battle.
But in contract, if a contract is made and one person doesn't has compatibility or capacity to
enter to contract.
No. The capacity of fulfilling the contract, then it is void.
No, you are saying capacity as an age.
No, capacity as in work.
The person does not know how to do work itself.
No, he doesn't has capacity to do that amount of work which he has committed.
Right. That is what I am saying, overdo.
So doesn't that contract goes void?
No, it is not void. He has promised he will do. Afterwards, he came to know that I am unable to do it. Right. This other person can definitely, file a case for specific performance or monetary compensation.
So does trivial and non-trivial offences come into place?
See, simple. A person once committed something, later on says, I am unable to perform. So then there is a law of estoppel. It stops the person that afterwards you cannot deny, you have committed, it is written, there is a contract. Now specific performance you have to do. Because the other party has already given you money, their part of the performance is done. Now you have to perform.
So they'll file a civil suit.
Civil suit of specific performance.
Great.
Or breach of contract. Two remedies are available.
Or damages.
Damages will come later in the breach of contract itself.
आजकल Gen Z are starting business. And they hire gig workers, they hire freelancers. So do you think they are legally protected?
Yes, again a very beautiful question. So until 21st November 2025. They were not protected. There is a new law, new labor codes, which came in 2020, but they were on a testing phase till 21 November 2025. Now they are mandatory, and under those codes, gig workers, platform workers, all are protected. So they can very well work, because this was something new which was not in the earlier law.
Including taxi drivers and these
Everyone,
freelancers.
any type of platform,
Great.
they are all covered now. So there is a code called Social Security Code. Like earlier we used to have acts, now they are codes. They are called labor codes. So labor codes of 2020, having 5 beautiful codes inside it, they protect everything for you. Even, earlier if I talk about gratuity was paid only to the employees after 5 years. Now to every contractual employee also, even 1 year of service, gratuity is paid in the new law. Very beautiful law.
Do you feel Indian legal system is startup friendly?
Very startup friendly. Indian legal system is the best. I tell you, Startup India, Stand Up India giving us such a beautiful schemes. Like they are the ones who told India कि sole proprietorship ना करो. It is damaging for. आप better है कि partnership करो, LLP करो या private limited करो.
But what is the side effect of sole proprietorship?
See, the entire liability of anything and everything you are doing falls on the proprietor.
But proprietor ने अपने पास कुछ रखा ही नहीं, वाइफ के नाम पे सारी प्रॉपर्टी पर्सनल.
No worries.
और मैंने शुरू कर दिया बिजनेस.
For the purposes of law, husband and wife are treated as one person.
But it is not treated when it comes to sale and purchase of property.
Yes.
No, it is not. There was a case जहाँ पे कि
She is the first class legal hire.
no, I am saying sale and purchase. When it comes to income tax, they both are different legal
That is
entities.
different. That is income tax. So we are here talking about the business.
So they
Right.
both are treated. So I name it on my child or my parents.
Then also they are hires of yours. Your entire estate, whatsoever you have created as a sole proprietor,
So my family's property and my own property.
your own property, family ancestral property.
So basically, it is very much possible that one person wants to start a sole proprietorship, and before starting the business,
See, you will not get funding. Proprietorships are not allowed to get funding. Loan, again, will be a challenge. Everything is a challenge for a proprietor.
for example, a contract has not been enforced between two partners. What will be their stake in the company? At the end, before even getting it enforced, they try to leave it. They were friends, brothers, sisters, mother, father, whatever, and they want to leave the company. They want
See.
to basically disintegrate.
One, very true. This is a hypothetical situation.
It happens because काफ़ी सारे लोग contracts नहीं enforce करते regarding their.
See, but what we are imagining here is there was no contract, business was being done, and now they want to leave also. So that becomes a hypothetical situation. ऐसा नहीं होता. Real life में क्या होता है, बंदे ने अगर जब काम शुरू कर दिया ना, पहली दूसरी ट्रांजैक्शन में ही उनकी लड़ाई शुरू हो जाएगी प्रॉफिट्स को लेके, लाइबिलिटीज़ को लेके, एंड दे विल बी फोर्स्ड टू राइट डाउन अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट.
No, but if they are forced to leave the business,
Then they
तो
can
उन्हें
leave it.
invest भी तो किया, तो उनको पता कैसे लगेगा कैसे
On the ratio of
निकालेंगे?
their investment.
The same ratio of the transactions made on the ratio of their investment, they'll
Yes,
leave. Bootstrapping या फिर getting funded, what is better for an entrepreneur?
Depending on the idea, market validation, market research, then the funding available with the person itself, not from external sources. Because the best thing to do is always a bootstrapping. Once you take funding from somebody else, like an angel or a VC, or you have reached another levels, then the decision making also goes to them.
They have a share in it.
Yes. That is not a good form to do. Always try to do bootstrapping if you can. Otherwise, if you are, forced that you need now funds, then take a loan. Government is supporting with the loans. There is a Tarun loan, there is a Kishore loan, there is a Mudra loan. You can go for that. PMKVY Yojana is there for loans. Government itself is saying don't go to private equity holders, because ultimately then someday your company will be purchased by them. Better it is to definitely bootstrap, take a loan, grow organically. Do not see, the facade created in the ecosystem that this person got funding and became so big. See their journeys. Suddenly there will be a, news in the news item that this company's losses are this much. They took this much funding and now they're closing up. Or they sold the entire company to somebody else. This is all because of fundings. Do not, never.
आजकल वर्क प्लेस कंडीशंस आर इम्प्रूविंग. पॉश लॉ आ गया है, मिनिमम ग्रेचुटी आ गई है, मिनिमम कॉम्प्लाइंसेस आ गए हैं कंपनीज़ के लिए फॉर द ड्यूटीज़ टुवर्ड्स देयर एम्प्लॉयज़. सो डू यू थिंक पॉश लॉज अप्लाइज टू इवन अ वर्क प्लेस विद 5 or 6 people?
So see, the POSH Act says minimum 10 employees and there should be a lady worker in that. Then the POSH Act will apply.
बट वॉट इफ़ देर आर जस्ट 5 or 6 employees? क्योंकि आजकल ड्यू टू AI बहुत छोटे स्केल पे कंपनीज बन रही हैं.
Yes. So whenever there is a company which is having less than 10 employees, but still ladies are employed there, then the local DC has the charge of the POSH. Any system wherein POSH Act is not applying due to its eligibility conditions, then the local committee, which is formed for all those places and entities, takes the part. And it is always under the DC.
So can't you even challenge this in court, like with another law governing this?
No, there are so many laws. But see, POSH Act came beautifully after a case, which happened in Rajasthan. That was a case of Banwari Devi. That case was taken up by NGO, Vishakha.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah. So Vishakha guidelines were then formed to safeguard the ladies working in any system. After Vishakha guidelines, POSH Act came. And under POSH Act, 10 or more employees, women working, the POSH committees to be formed. The POSH compliances meetings have to be done. Annual report to the DC has to go. Everything needs to be done black and white. And now our places are so safe to work for women as well, that without thinking of anything, people are working. And every company who's POSH compliant definitely writes on the website as well, we are POSH compliant.
To make the people safe.
Very safe.
Do you think these acts really apply to the system? Like, are the companies really following it? या फिर उसे अपनी एक liability remove कर दिए हैं that we'll do the bare minimum?
No, see, the companies I know, as far as Tri-City is concerned, because my major business is in Tri-City, or for NRIs in Canada, right? So POSH Act is for India. One, that means my Tri-City clients. Almost every client of mine is doing POSH compliance. I have not got to know a single person who's not doing a POSH.
But with a heavy heart.
No, I won't say heavy heart because the cost is really low.
Great.
The liability is very high, but the compliance cost is low.
So they're happy to do it.
Yes.
कि इससे अच्छा कि हमारे ऊपर बाद में बात आए, we'll comply
And
with
see,
it.
it is a beautiful tool to encourage people to join them. आपकी जो एक रिटेंशन पावर होती है एम्प्लॉय की, या टू अट्रैक्ट अ गुड टैलेंट, आपकी वेबसाइट पे लिखा हुआ है यू आर पॉश कंप्लाइड, सारे ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगे आपको. यू आर नॉट पॉश कंप्लाइड, तो एम्प्लॉय कहता है नहीं यार, पॉश कंप्लाइड वाली कंपनी में ज्वाइन करेंगे, यहाँ पे क्यों करना.
सेफ्टी नहीं है.
यस.
And I think it is unsafe even for people who are male.
It is. It is. For anyone, we will talk about human beings.
Yes.
We won't go into gender biasness.
Yes.
But yes, everybody needs security.
First thing the person should protect, trademark, product या फिर team.
Team.
Why?
See, if you have team, you can have anything. Trademark will come, product will come again, we can develop again. But a good resource, a good team. सेनापति सेना के बिना अकेला पति है. So never become a पति. राइट, बिकम अ सेनापति और अपनी टीम का ख्याल ज़रूर रखो, अपनी सेना का ख्याल ज़रूर रखो.
So basically they'll work under different trade name, they'll work on another
anything
product.
will be sorted.
The team is in coherence.
Yes. इस पे ना एक बड़ा मतलब फनी एग्जांपल देता हूँ. I don't know how our masses will react to it, but we are a product of teamwork. हम दुनिया में टीम वर्क के बिना आए नहीं, और दुनिया से जाएंगे भी टीम वर्क. 4 कांधे होंगे. 2 बंदों की टीम वर्क से हम आए थे, 4 की टीम वर्क से हम वापस जाएंगे. बीच में हम भूल जाते हैं कि यार मैं सोल प्रोप्राइटर बनूंगा. नहीं, मैं कंपनी बनूंगा, टीम बनाऊंगा और बढ़िया काम करूंगा।
बट आजकल देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जो करते हैं ड्रॉप शिपिंग या डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, एंड दे आर वन मैन आर्मी बिकॉज दे लेवरेज AI and they're earning $3 million and $4 million.
Yes, but the growth level certainly struck somewhere. आपकी bandwidth choke होती है. See, in our legal profession, I've seen so many advocates going up till age of 70, but alone, no juniors, no teams, and then struggling and saying कि यार वकालत में कुछ नहीं लिखा. You never made a team.
जब पता है कि पेंशन नहीं है, एटलीस्ट गेट योर लॉ फर्म, गेट अ फ्यू टीममेट्स.
At least you know, as you are aging, you need to have a team so that you can just tell them what to do and they will do for you.
And you just have to argue the matter because that is the easiest thing.
Yes.
Even you can keep someone to argue the matter.
Exactly.
And you just sit at home.
With your experience, you can definitely give your experience to them that this is how work is to be done.
The name of
And
the senior lawyer
will always remain. The legwork will reduce, and it has to reduce with the age. You will reduce it yourself by keeping and nurturing your young ones, or the natural forces will reduce it. So better it is by choice you do it.
Yes, because the other way you won't get money.
Not even money, you will get finished. Nobody is going to recognize you as a single person. No. Do not forget the team part. You came from a team, you will go by a team.
Do you think an influencer with a personal brand can be protected legally?
Influencer with a personal brand.
Yes.
Yes.
Social media influencer, YouTube influencer.
Yes. We can definitely protect it. We have solid agreements for that. And we can protect a person. No problem with that.
Most underrated startup advice.
Underrated startup advice. See, there is a facade created in the ecosystem that everybody should do a startup. Entrepreneur बनो, स्टार्टअप करो, इनक्यूबेटर्स हमने खोल दिए हैं, सारे स्टार्टअप करो. Not everybody is an entrepreneur, no. There are masses which wants to become employee also.
बट ले ऑफ्स हो रहे हैं ना कंपनीज में, नौकरियां तो है ही नहीं.
सारा कुछ है,
मजबूरी से उनको बनना पड़ रहा है.
सब कुछ होते हुए मैं बता रहा हूँ काम करने वाला बंदा नहीं मिलता.
यस.
The major problem is there are vacancies open. People want to keep them, but they are not getting the right talent. And then that talent speaks कि मुझे employment नहीं मिल रही. I have so many cases of people after leaving the company beautifully are challenging that company itself कि मेरे 10,000 रह गए हैं जी, मुझे दे दो, नहीं तो मैं लेबर के पास जा रहा हूँ.
10,000 के लिए है.
5,000 का भी केस आता है कि मेरे एरियर्स में 5,000 बनता था मेरे फलाने साल का, मुझे दे दो, नहीं तो मैं लेबर कोर्ट केस कर रहा हूँ, कंपनी को भी घड़ीसूंगा, कंपनी को बंद करवा के छोड़ूंगा.
5,000 में.
नाउ हु वांट्स दैट ब्यूटीफुल एम्प्लॉय जो 5,000 में आपकी कंपनी बंद करा रहा है.
बट वो 5,000 में उसको लीगल कितने पैसे देने पड़ेंगे लीगल एड के लिए?
Nothing. They are doing funny stuff, going on chat GPTs, drafting notices themselves, sending it. वो तो बाद में उनको पता चलता है ना, जब कंपनी लॉयर जाके खड़ा होता है वहाँ पे और वो 5 के उनको 10 अपनी जेब से खुद को देने पड़ते हैं.
नहीं, बट फिर भी वो लॉयर तो लेके जाती है ना, उसको भी तो पैसे देने हैं.
Sometimes you know they manage it. मेरा फ्रेंड है, चल यार.
और या फिर लॉयर होप दे देता है कि कंपनी से तूने 5 दिए, तेरे को कंपनी से 25 दिलवा के छोड़ूंगा.
Sometimes you know bad things happens, but जब वो कोर्ट में जाता है तब सब कुछ प्रूफ पे होगा. फिर देर आर 99% कंपनीज ही जीतती हैं. एम्प्लॉय बिकॉज मतलब एम्प्लॉय इज डूइंग सच बैड स्टफ्स. आई टेल यू, देयर वाज एन एम्प्लॉय वर्कड फॉर 12 years in a company. After 12 years, the employee was unable to perform as the company wanted. Now this was a female employee, and when the MD asked कि आपके परफॉर्मेंस सही नहीं आ रही है, तो अगर आपको टाइम कम करना है हम उतनी सैलरी कम कर देते हैं, आप उतना काम कर लीजिए. She accuses the MD for sexual harassment. After 12 years.
लॉज अच्छे से बने हुए हैं.
After 12 years, think about it. So this is some correction to be done in the employee's mind कि मैं यहाँ से ना भागूँ और मैं उसके साथ बुरा ना करूँ एटलीस्ट जिसने मेरे को इतनी देर ब्रेड एंड बटर दिया है. राइट. एंड क्यों भाग रहा है वो, क्या है उसके दिमाग में? एंटरप्रेन्योर बन जाऊँगा, 12 साल काम कर लिया, अब मेरे जैसी कंसल्टेंसी कोई नहीं चला सकता, मुझे सारा कुछ समझ आ गया, मैं जाके कंसल्टेंसी खोलूँगा, बैठ जाऊँगा. समझ 6 महीने बाद आती है जब वो पुरानी सैलरी की सेविंग भी ख़त्म हो जाती है, बिजनेस चलता नहीं है उस एटीट्यूड से।
कंपनी से लिया हुआ पैसा भी खत्म हो जाता है,
यस,
जो लिया था सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट के नाम पे।
ट्रू ट्रू। सो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इटसेल्फ इज़ अ वेरी बिग facade क्रिएटेड कि एवरीथिंग एंड एवरीबडी कैन बी एंटरप्रेन्योर। नो, इट टेक्स गट्स। यू नीड टू फिनिश ऑफ योर नाइट्स कि नहीं यार, रात दिन कुछ नहीं होता एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए, काम काम काम। लोग कहते हैं कि एंटरप्रेन्योर जब दिल करता है घूमने चले जाता है। नो, यू आर जस्ट सीइंग द सोशल मीडिया एंड थिंकिंग कि दे आर डूइंग दिस। नो, महीना महीना 6 महीना दिन रात जाके काम करेगा एंटरप्रेन्योर, फिर उसके पास कहीं जाके उसके प्रॉफिट्स रीप होते हैं। देन दैट पर्सन गोज टू
मीडिया पे, फिर वो अपनी फोटो पोस्ट करता है इन दुबई।
यस, अ डक इन अ लेक और अ पॉन्ड इज सीन गोइंग वेरी कामली। उसके नीचे जितने उसके पैडल चल रहे हैं ना, कोई नहीं देखता। दैट इज़ एंटरप्रेन्योर। बट एक एम्प्लॉई उसने ज्वाइन किया, 7 तारीख को सैलरी नहीं आई ना, 10 तारीख को लेबर का नोटिस आया होता, मेरी सैलरी कैसे रुकगी?
तो लेबर लॉ इसको भी गवर्न करता है, द सैलरीड एम्प्लॉइज।
सी, अ पर्सन हु हैज़ वर्कड वांट्स अ सैलरी। थोड़ी सी डिले हुई है ना, वो ये नहीं कहेगा कि यार मेरी आ जाएगी, नहीं।
I'll sue you in the court. Give me
शॉर्ट
your
माइंडेड,
go.
बिकॉज समबडी इज सेइंग हिम, यार तुझे तो बहुत कुछ आता है, तू एंटरप्रेन्योर बन, तू यहाँ पे क्यों काम कर रहा है?
तो कह रहे हैं यहाँ पे तो ढंग से दे दो।
तो जहाँ भी करो रिस्पॉन्सिबली करो, बेशक एंटरप्रेन्योर बनो, बेशक एम्प्लॉय रहो, नो योर रोल, डू योर वर्क डिलीजेंटली, पैसा इज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट।
So my next question would be, if I want to create a private limited company, how can I make it and how much time will it take?
See, making a private limited company, it's very simple process now. Go to any good CA, because CA का आपका डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट उसमें लगेगा ही लगेगा इनकॉर्पोरेशन में। MOA बनेगा आपका, AOA बनेगा, आपके DIN नंबर्स बनेंगे 2 डायरेक्टर्स के, ठीक है। दिस इज ऑल द एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया। Then there are various forms to be filed, and the total fees of ROC, MCA all together with CA is 25,000 rupees only.
Here in Tri-City.
Yes, 25,000 में आपकी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड बन जाती है। That is only
Including
expense.
founders agreement and contracts.
Yes, 25,000 all done, set, you are ready. Then is your PAN card, Udyam card, if you want to get it, or registration in the Startup India. That is optional things to do. Then you start your business and do it. If you are in pharma, आपको drug licenses भी लेने पड़ेंगे. If you are in food, आपको FSSAI license लेने पड़ेंगे.
How much time does it ideally take to make
So,
a company
to make a
private
company,
limited?
Maximum a month. Maximum. 1 महीने के अंदर अंदर आपकी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड बन जाती है.
And to start a business like GST, PAN?
Maximum 60 days. उसमें आपका PAN, GST, everything is included in the distribution.
So in 2 months we are ready to go.
Yes, skyrocket.
So should we start a company before starting a business?
Always.
Or should we start a business, get through some way?
See, there are 2 things. One, if you have money, then first you make a company. But if you don't have money and you want to pump the money from the revenue itself to make a company.
Like a person wants to start the business and see if it works. Then he wishes to do.
Then move with partnership first. Registered partnership. Validate your idea in the market. If it is working, as soon as possible, make your private limited or LLP.
So that conversion happens.
Yes, then get it. That way you can, test your co-founder.
कि टू co-founder के साथ चल रही है या do I need to change him before making it private limited?
It into a serious entity.
Otherwise, partnership can be broken and then you can enter into private limited with someone else.
Someone else.
Or you can try partnership again with someone.
Yes, true.
So it is basically legally a good option.
Good option to go.
So that you are not stuck with a person.
Yes, and with the idea also.
Yes, because if a
Sometimes
person goes,
idea is far
he takes
away.
idea.
Yes.
He goes away, he takes idea, he takes clients.
But execution remains with you, so no problem.
But the product, many times they take products because there are no legal compliances
if
with it.
The idea belongs to you, the execution also belongs to you. Nobody can steal that. Nobody.